You can now access all of our videos from class 9th to 12th on our app. Download it now through link given in the description.
Dear student, my name is Vishnukant Gupta and I'm a maths faculty at Avanti Learning Centers. Talking about 12th student, as you are done with your board exams, I hope your board exams did go well. And now you have only 1 week left for your JEE Mains, right? So first you need to go through all the theory parts, and then you can probably go for the JEE Mains papers, which was held on January 2019. Right, so here I will take some 4 to 5 problems from JEE Mains paper, which was actually difficult or maybe conceptually important. Those I'll discuss with you. I will also tell you some alternate method for solving them. So let's start with the very first problem, and this problem is from the chapter Vectors in 3D Algebra. Alright, problem is, let S be the set of all real value of lambda such that a plane passes through the points, and we have 3 points here, right? Also passes through the point -1, -1, -1. Then we are supposed to find set S, and there are 4 options given. Now what we need to do in this case is, as we are given 4 points in a plane, right? This problem is actually equivalent to if I can find out any 3 vectors by joining all these 4 points in a plane, isn't it? Yes. So let's see the solution. We have assigned point A, which is minus lambda comma 1 comma 1, and so is B, right? This is C and this is D. Now we can find out any 3 vectors. Here we have considered dA vector, dB vector and dC vector. dA vector we have minus of lambda square plus 1 I cap plus 2j cap, and so on, and so as we get dB vector and dC vectors. Alright, now my dear student, as these 3 vectors are coplanar, why these are coplanar? Because all these 4 points we have in a single plane, so we can say these 3 vectors will be coplanar. Now we have a condition, if these 3 vectors are coplanar, its box will be 0. That means vector dA, vector dB, vector dC, box will be 0, right? So here we have the determinant by dA vector, dB vector and dC vectors. Minus lambda square plus 1, this is we have 2, and you can see this value is 0. Reason is pretty simple, because we have dA, there is no component of k, right? So if we have, there is no k, so it will be 0 this time. Similarly, we have dB vector, this is 2 I cap, which is 2. For j, we have minus of lambda square plus 1, and lastly, again there is 0. Alright, dC vector is 2 I cap, 2j cap, and also minus lambda square minus 1 k cap, isn't it? So this is the determinant formed by these 3 vectors, which we are supposed to do 0, because these are given coplanar. Alright, so on solving this determinant, we get this minus of lambda square plus 1, and the other factor we get lambda square minus 1 to the whole square minus 4 equals to 0. Now you see this is lambda square plus 1. Either this bracket can be 0 or this bracket should be 0. But please listen carefully, this is lambda square plus 1. All real values of lambda. We are not supposed to find out lambda complex. So if lambda is real, this is never 0, right? So this bracket should be 0. When I make this bracket as 0, this will give you lambda square minus 1 equals to plus minus of 2. Why? Because we have square, so it will be 4. On solving square, you will get lambda square minus 1 equals to plus minus 2. Alright, and finally, you see here we get 2 cases, plus 2 and minus 2. Now lambda square minus 1, when you consider minus 2, it will not give you any solution. We are supposed to find lambda real. Alright, so that is the reason the only possibility we get lambda square minus 1 equals to plus 2. Alright, so when you solve this, you will get lambda square equals to 3, and finally lambda equals to plus minus root 3. Alright, this is the solution for question number 1. Thank you. Let's move to the question number 2. Problem is, you can see this problem is from the chapter complex numbers, and we have, let Z1 and Z2 be two complex numbers satisfying this condition, right? Mod of Z1 we have 9 and we have mod of Z2 minus 3 minus 4 iota given 4. Now what we are supposed to find? We are supposed to find mod of Z1 minus Z2 minimum value, alright? And we have 4 options. So my dear student, in this case we can probably solve by the analytical method, right, in which we will consider Z1 as x1 plus iota y1, Z2 as x2 plus iota y2, but that will take a lot of time. Rather than, what we can do is we can use geometry. Now let's come to the geometry. So in general, what is mod of Z minus Z naught equals to A, where we have A belongs to real positive number, right? It represents a circle whose center is at Z naught point, all right, and radius is equal to A units. Now this is the reason, as A is the radius, it has to be positive. It has to be a positive real number, all right. So far this is mod of Z minus Z naught equals to A circle. Using the same funda here also. Now what we are given with? We are given that mod of Z1 equals to 9, right? So can you find the center and the radius in this case? Yes, center we get, this is Z1 minus of 0. That means center C1 will be 0, 0. Alright, and radius, that is 9, so it will be R1. I am saying this is the radius R1. Next is mod of Z2 minus 3 plus 4 iota equals to 4. So again, what is the center? Center C2 will be 3, 4. We have to take this minus sign out of this complete bracket, right? So we get C2 equals to 3, 4, and R2 in this case we get 4. All right. So this is all about this Z1 and Z2. Now coming to the geometry. Now when you are solving any question using geometry, please present is very carefully. If you are presenting, this is x axis, this is y axis, right? So this is the origin. If you want to plot this geometry, plot it properly, right? So this is 0, 0, which is the center, right? And this is the locus of Z1. You see this point is 9, 0, as radius is 9. So the intersection point will be 9, 0. All right. And coming to the second, which is Z2, what is the center? We have 3, 4. 3, 4. So what is 3, 4? If you see, this is, if I denote this 1, 2 and 3 units here and 4 unit in the vertical direction. Here we will get 3, 4 in the first quadrant, right? So now we have to find out exactly what is the situation between these two circles represented by Z1 and Z2. All right. So let's come with me. This is C1 and C2. All right. So can you find out the distance? Yes, you can find out the distance using distance formula. Using distance formula between 2 points. What are those points? 0, 0, and the other point we have 3, 4. So what is C1, C2? C1, C2 will be 5. You're getting my point? Alright, so once you have identified what is C1, C2 distance, now you see this point is 3, 4. What does that mean? That means this distance would be 4. Alright, and this distance would be 3. Alright, so this distance is 4, this is 3, and we have this is 5. Please. Now here is the beauty of this question. If this is 5, this total distance was 9. This total was 9, right? So if I subtract 5, the left is 4. The left out distance will be 4 units, isn't it? This distance will be 4 unit. And that is also the radius of the second circle, which is Z2. You're getting my point? I think this is very clear. If this radius is 4 and distance is also 4, So this circle Z2 will touch internally the circle Z1. And once you have plotted the geometry correctly, you can see answer is 0. The minimum value of Z1 minus Z2 will be 0, because when you consider this point, right, it will give you mod of Z1 minus Z2 equals to 0. So again, this problem we have seen this problem could be solved easily by a geometry, but again if you do analytically, that can also be solved, right? But again, this is really very important, my dear student. The reason is you will get every year this kind of problem. Every year, I mean every year or alternate every year, you will get this kind of problems, which is based on locus. So this is the solution for question number 2. Thank you. So let's move to question number 3. And this problem is from the family differential calculus and from the chapter application of derivatives. So let's see the problem. If the function f is given by fx is given to us x cube minus 3 times of a minus 2x square plus 3ax plus 7. For some a belongs to R, right? This is a belongs to real number, is increasing in open 0 to close 1, right? And decreasing in minus of in close bracket 1 to 5. Pretty good. The root of the equation fx minus 14 divided by x minus 1 to the whole square equals to 0, where definitely x cannot be 1, as we have in the denominator x minus 1 as a factor. And options are given. So again, this problem is really important. As you can see here, we are using a good concept of monotonicity, how it is increasing or decreasing. Now come to the solution. You see this. We have given fx equals to x cube minus and minus of 3a minus 2x square plus of 3ax plus 7. All right. So what is the thing we have to use is, as we are given that this fx is a polynomial. You can see this is a cubic polynomial, and we should admire this fact that a polynomial is always continuous as well as it is differentiable. Now, as this polynomial is always differentiable, then the only possibility that this function would be increasing, right, in between 0 to 1, and it would be decreasing from 1 to 5. So certainly if this is differentiable at every point, then this is the only possibility. It would be increasing and then it will be concavity downward, differentiable, right? It would be a smooth curve. And then again we'll have this one. So what do we have here? We have f dash 1 equals to 0. Why? This is the case of local maxima this time, right? So my dear student, please look into this. We have to find out f dash x, that we can easily find it out, right? So this is the expression of f dash x. X cube, this will be 3x square minus of 3. This is all constant. And this is x square. What is that? 2x. Right? Differentiation will be 2x. So it will be 6 times of a minus 2 into x. And further we have 3 into a. Right? So by putting this f dash 1 equals to 0, when you will put this 1 in place of x equals to 1, you will put here. Right? You will get value of a. That you can solve. You will get value of a equals to 5. Now that is not the question. The question is, once you have identified value of a, you can find out this expression entirely. Yes, good so far. Next is, we have to find out root of this expression, this equation we have. Now as we have fx already find it out, we can find out this one, fx minus 14 divided over x minus 1 to the whole square equals to 0. Alright. So how do we find this fx minus 14? You see, this is x cube minus of 9x square plus 15x minus 7 divided by x minus 1 to the whole square. Now how we are getting this? We have put the value of a equals to 5 in this. We have put the value of a equals to 5 in this fx, and then we have subtracted 14. So entirely this expression what we are getting is fx minus 14. Please This is fx minus 14, right? So when you will solve this using long division method, you will get x minus 1 to the whole square. This is two factors you can see, x minus 1, again it will be x minus 1, right? And other is x minus 7. And this is the numerator. This is the numerator. And we have in the denominator x minus 1 to the whole square equals to 0. That is already given to us. So when you will see this is x minus 1 to the whole square gets cancelled off from numerator and denominator. And we are left with x minus 7 equals to 0. That is nothing but x equals to 7. This is the answer for this given question. Right? So this is how we done this problem. This was again a good use of monotonicity and good use of differentiability of a function. And certainly I should discuss one more point that is really important. You see, as we can see here, 1 is closed and again 1 is closed. That means certainly it is defined as 1. See, here is the case when you will get open 1 and open 1, then it would be increasing for 0 to 1, but again it would be decreasing 1 to 5. But it is not necessary in that case. It would be defined at x equals to 1, right? So the reason is we can definitely comment on this f dash 1 0 because we have we know that f dash 1 would be existing. 1 would be in the domain. All right. So this is the solution for this given question. Thank you. All right, so these were some of the problems which was asked in JEE Mains paper, and I hope you have understood all the problems we have discussed so far. Also, in our app, there is all videos and JEE Mains papers are given. You please go through it, and for downloading them, you can go through the link which is given in this description of this video. We will keep releasing more similar videos, so do not forget to subscribe, and all the very best to all of you. Thank you.